Yo, good morning. For anybody who's here, I am working on my laser puzzle game today. It's been a while. Looking forward to getting back to a more regular schedule. Today, I'm just going to add an additional entity that I want for my game. That is the cross bridge. So what that means is, so I've got this situation where lasers can cross each other and they cause a black hole when they cross. So generally you want to solve the puzzle without the laser crossing, right? Like this one's solvable like this. So you can get the laser across to the other level. But if you cross them, they cause a black hole and collapse. So what the cross bridge does is it allows us to actually go ahead and cross those at specific points. So if I go in here and look at my assets, I've already actually modeled up one of these. So go look at the cross bridge. Here we go. So it's basically, it's just going to be something you can interact with one of the puzzle entities. Like I have many others such as walls, and here's like a one directional bridge, which basically means that they can, the laser can hit it, but it doesn't cause a problem where the lasers collide and the black hole appears. So yeah, the cross bridge basically just lets them completely cross. So I'm going to go ahead and implement that. So let's see. First, I need to make sure I have the asset loaded. It's been a while since I've actually used, I've actually been in this project, so I might need a moment just to get kind of back up and running with it. Oh gosh, what is it called? Asset registry, I'm pretty sure. Whoops. Really don't remember what what my stuff is called. Asset, maybe it's just asset. Okay, bridge cross. I've already loaded it here. Asset. Load models, bridge cross. Loaded it here. That looks good. Okay, so now maybe I'll go to my level registry. That's what I was thinking of. So go to my level registry and I will add a new function for adding the cross bridge to it. So I've got these little level helpers so that when I'm defining my different levels, I can basically use these macros to define them in a really easy way. By the way, today I don't have my second monitor, so if I'm not responding right away, I'll keep tabbing between these two here just to make sure I read chat occasionally. But if I take a moment to respond, that's why. So I apologize in advance. Oh, why am I not able to tab back to my game? Oh, did I? Whoops. That's why. There we go. I made the other window pop out as well. Okay, anyway, so I'm just gonna kind of copy paste some things here. So let me start by let me get my work in progress level staging area running. So I'm gonna restart here, start up a new, okay, cool. I've got a nice blank slate. So let me set up a little scenario first. So I'll build a little level and see if I can't get the cross bridge right there. So let me think for a sec. I want there to be no alternative but to cross these lasers. So I'm going to throw a laser emitter at 0, 2, laser emitter at 0, 2, and another laser emitter at 2, 0. And this one's going to have a rotation of 90 degrees. And that one's going to be color orange. And then I'll have a receiver at 0, -2 with a rotation of 180. And another receiver at -2, 0 with a rotation of -90. And that one's going to be orange. Color orange. So let me make sure I set that up correctly. Okay, that looks right. So we'll end up with a black hole here. Boom. Great. Okay, so now the idea is the laser, or it'll be bridge cross is going to be at 0, 0. And it doesn't have a rotation, so I shouldn't set one. So let me define that bridge cross. No need for a rotation. Bridge cross. No rotation. And let's go over here. I'm just going to copy that guy. Create a bridge cross. Cross bridge. Position is fine. Transform rotation. I'm not going to need. Set model with transform. Not going to need that. So I'll just do, what was that? That was a matrix. I'll just do a matrix identity. Set color. Set selectable. Add component laser collider. Yeah. I mean, I guess technically, but I'm not really sure it can collide with anything. But let's see. For now, what I expect to happen is I just want to render rotation deg. Oh, yeah. Still passing it in here. Wait. Following warning shooters there. Rotation degrees. Oh, yeah, I'm still. Oh, I deleted it from the wrong one. That's what it is. My bad. Need to pay more attention. Okay. Oh, and of course I'm referencing the wrong model. So bridge cross. Where are my models? Bridge cross. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, cool. So there's the cross bridge. But at the moment, still going to trigger a black hole because I haven't actually changed anything about the interaction with this. So I haven't. I've thought a little bit about how I want to go about this. So the way I have a laser system, and the laser system is checking for laser collisions. Check for multiple lasers colliding. So this is the one that determines if this laser collides with this laser. And it's checking for each laser for each frame. So now what I need to do is determine that if there's a hit, there's a location where these two hit, like in the middle of this, for example. Then let me do something first. Actually, I think I'm going to throw a little. I just want to visualize it. So basically, I'm going to turn off the laser collision system. There we go. Whoops, that should not. Oh, I probably want to turn off the level ending system too. Laser receiver system. Check for win condition. Okay. Okay, there we go. So I just wanted to visualize this. So these two are crossing right at that point. So what I want to do is see that if a cross happens within a bridge, within the bounding box of a bridge, then don't treat it as an actual cross. So I'm gonna turn that back on. Well, actually, turn that off for now. Let's turn that back on. And let's look for the bridges. So let's see here, cross bridge. I probably need a flag. So if I go to my entities, entity, component, dog component. I don't have a bridge because I didn't need to previously. So let me add a bridge component, bridge cross. Oh, and that's just a flag. There's no associated data. Okay, bridge cross flag. And now in my level registry, when I create the bridge cross, I'm going to add the laser collider and component bridge cross flag. And in addition, now I need to query it. So when I go to my laser system, I'm going to add a bridge cross query. Laser system bridge cross query. I think in order for it to have a bounding box, probably at least need a model. Component model. I don't know, actually, might even be, what do I need for it to have a bounding box? Let me check my entity system. Bounding, entity get bounding box. Transform, that's all it needs, okay. So if I go back here, active component transform. Okay. And bridge cross, cool. So now let me query all of those. So this is going to be a bridge cross query result. And we're going to cross a bridge cross query result. And this is going to be laser system bridge cross query. All right, that should be good. If it hits, now I need to check if the lasers are crossing within a cross bridge and don't spawn a black hole. So I do want the position. Black hole entity, laser hit. So I have the collision point, that's good. Collisions are done in 2D, yep, that's okay, I guess, yep. Transform, I have the collision point. So now is when I do that check. So for, let's see. Bridge cross query result, entities count, bridge cross index plus plus. And let's see here. Expand this a bit. We need to get the bounding box. The entity bounding box. This is going to be, oh, of course, I need the entity. Bridge cross query result. Entities at bridge cross entity ID. And that is the bridge cross entity. That gives me the bounding box. I don't think I have, what I ideally want is if bounding box contains point. This is something like what I'm going for here. So if I go over to my bounding box, okay. Actually, the other question is, does Raylib have something? Bounding box, get model, bounding box, get mesh, check collision box. I guess I should be able to tell. Actually, this should be a pretty easy equation, because it's basically just it's checking if the point is, if the XYZ of the point is greater than the XYZ of the min and less than the XYZ of the max. So I think I should be able to do that pretty easily. Let's try that. So I'll call it vec3. So if vec3x is greater than bounding box min x, and that's just going to be a lot of checks here. Y is greater than bounding box min, make them inclusive, I guess. Okay, that should work. Expected a declaration. Huh? What did I get wrong here? Mess something up. Oh, maybe just bounding box, bridge cross bounding box, and collision point. Should be good. Okay. That looks good. I don't know why that's saying V. Okay, so if it contains, we're going to want to break out of that outer for loop and not do all of this, but I need to know if it actually hits something. So contained collision in cross bridge equals false. So this will be collision in cross bridge equals true, and we'll break. And then if not collision in cross bridge, we're going to go ahead and do all of the black hole stuff. Yeah, let's see if that works. Infinity T differs in levels of indirection. Oh, whoops. There's already a pointer. Yep. Okay, so now it's still treating us a black hole. Okay, interesting. One sec, I'm gonna check chat for a sec. Oh, hey, TCAP. Sorry, today I don't have my other monitor, so it'll take me a bit to tab back and forth and figure out anybody's chatting. It's mostly, actually, I don't have a HDMI cable for it because I repurposed it somewhere else in the house, and I was like too lazy to move it back up here. Okay. So let me figure out why this isn't happening. So sure my query makes sense. Component bridge cross flag, component transform should give me cross query, should have some results. Check report, that's fine. Oh, that's the wrong place. Where are we at here? Collision happened, fix the values, level state, laser collision point Y. Oh, that's fine, that's just checking for collision. Actually, I'm gonna log that laser hit. Laser hit. And I'll do a should be a debug anyway. And I will do a, let's see, say laser hit within cross bridge. Okay, so it did not detect. This is probably my bounding box check, to be honest. Bounding box. Let's see here. Point is greater than the min x and greater than the min y and greater than the min z, less than the max x, less than the max y, less than max. Oh, there we go. Less than. Aha. That's probably it. Cool. There we go. Laser hit within cross bridge. Boom. Excellent. I'm wondering why it's not spamming that message though, because level state laser collision. Okay, hold on a sec. This is probably not good. It's probably updating some state that I'm not clearing here. So I think if it's not a hit, I could go about this a couple of different ways, but I think what I'm going to do is I don't actually want to set this here. What I want to do is maybe have a temporary laser collision. Let's do that. So that updates this one. And I'll update it afterwards. So if it's actually here, level state laser collision, this is going to be that. Collision. Why am I grabbing a reference to this? Also, this is going to be Okay, that should be good. And what I'll do is now set the level state. Laser collision equals laser collision. So this gets updated at the end. See if that works. Potentially uninitialized. We're just talking about that line. I can just do that. I have a default value for this. Oh yeah, I do. I can do that. Laser collision default. Okay. That's going to be spamming. Okay, that's okay. That's what I expected to happen. And now if I go to my other level that has no cross bridge, this should continue to black hole. Perfect. And it should also happen if it happens somewhere else as well. Like here. Boom. Now going back, cross bridge works. Nice. So if I re-enable the receiver system, I should be allowed to win this level. Perfect. Nice. That was quick and easy. Hi, Anna. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, I don't have the monitor hooked up today, so I'm having to tab over, so I can't quite see when people are chatting. Although maybe what I could do is do something like this, and that way I at least see it between game runs. There we go. Cool. I mean, this is kind of a simplistic level, but it shows off. It's just intended to show off how the cross bridge works. So I think what I'm going to do is just save that in my level registry. And I know it's a quick day, but I'm going to just call it a day after this one because my objective is just to kind of show up more often, even if they're just short little streams, just get one thing done every couple of days. So yeah. Let's see, what do I want to call this level? I have one already called crossing. Don't cross the beams. I'll call it cross the beams. And where do I want to throw it? Gosh, this one's like way too hard. It's one that I've been wanting to move for a while. I'll throw it after two colors. Let's do that. And as usual, when I kind of start to wrap up my stream, I just like to go through and play the game, make sure everything kind of feels good. Remember how this one works, but it's a good test. It's pretty straightforward. Need another rotation. This one really come across there. That dog leaves very fast. I feel like that is way too fast of an animation. All right, that's it. Cool. Well, I'm going to call it a day. Thanks for coming. Good to see you again, TCAP. All right. See you.